Top that Grok. Primary God able to secure his purple buff without a problem. Both jugglers right now across the map. On the book, Onigo.
Knocking up Chifu, very low. Gonna pop him. Onigo draws first blood in the water.
Onigo just made that look like the automatic response. Hey, you're standing there? Yeah, I'm just gonna combo on you. And that was a great play there by the Philippines. He didn't even need to commit that Petrify, so he still has that next up. Did commit the ultimate, but not that long until it comes back. Already, the Melissa just picked up the first item. Corrosion Scythe already locked in. And it seems like this relationship with Lily and the Golden, it just seems more of like damage control or potential damage control with how fast he can clear minion waves.
It looks like it's about to break out into a huge fight. They knock up Zero, not even giving him a chance to press. Black Shoes as they take down another member. Colombia suffers a loss, 2-0 under 4 minutes.
Saison looked like he was just looking at Team Colombia and saying, call an ambulance, but not for me. Automatically turning on to Zeno. That combo, and then Onigo was there with the response right away. Now Colombia, they're still keeping it close, but they really need to pick their fights a little bit better. Seemed like they were a bit too eager, but then at the same time, not on the same page in terms of what do we do with the Grok. We see him, but what do we do?
Yep, this is what you get when you're playing up against a dive comp, a front-to-front. Much like Team Philippines is playing, and it was set up so perfectly well, orchestrated by the idol of the kids, Arcangel, 2 times SEA Games gold medalist, world champion. He's the only one that's in the back, right? But wait, we'll talk about this later, as there's one big hole coming in from Chifu, biting down on Onigo, serving up a kill over to the Zeno gold lane. Lilia, as we go into a pause. Most unfortunate timing, but it is what it is. We have to call for a pause when our players call for it.
And Onigo got caught out there. So there was a response committed by Canon, actually committing the penalty zone to try and buy time so that they knew already at that point Onigo was a goner. With so many members of Colombia there.
Mermaids up for dinner.
Exactly. But then the fact that he got to get the penalty zone, bought just a second, not a second and a half, maybe just a second, meant that there's a little bit more room for Philippines to get closer so that they can counter punish. So when we get back into here, it might actually be a double, a 2K for Colombia. Also going to take out Canon. But let's see if the Philippines will be able to get at least one or maybe even balance that with 2 of their own. Granted that they still have a tanky presence available for them.
Yep, that's what makes this front-to-front versus the re-engage lineup of Colombia interesting. Is because you said that, right? But as we load back in, when we do resume, something tells me it's going to turn around for Team Philippines. Even if Onigo has fallen, if I'm not mistaken, he did get the Ocean Ode off.
Yes.
So that should have done enough damage to actually give the rest of Team Philippines enough time to finish the job.
Yeah.
But again, there's only so much I can recall from a single snapshot before the game was paused. I do not have, folks, contrary to popular belief, photographic memory.
Have people said that you have photographic memory?
I wish I did.
Well, let's see what the type of picture these two teams are painting as we head into the fight.
And there you go. It's a trade-off, and who took the turtle?
It was actually Team Philippines. Saison has it.
All right, so it was a trade and then eventual. All right, so the 2K didn't happen. I guess Body of Smith was enough to keep Team Philippines up.
Now, Canon, the entry with that penalty zone. Body of Smith, massive. Primary God going down, massive as well for Philippines. And now Colombia, it's like Colombia, every sequence is always so close to tasting something so sweet. A sweet victory. But Philippines are always responding, oh, but that's a solo kill. Make that a 2 versus 1.
He got ganked, man.
By Onigo and Canon, getting that kill onto Eto de Nazareth up top.
Yeah, one can only imagine what kind of skills were committed, but something tells me Eto de Nazareth kind of saw it coming and did not respond. Didn't spend an ult, didn't even spend the flicker.
Now the Philippines with a win up top. Map has opened. Low now is Zeno.
Oh no!
Little girl going for the skips to try and survive.
Yeah,
he
he
was there for the spawns.
Not gonna want to use Black Shoes. If he clicked Black Shoes, he would have been in a worse spot.
Yeah, he would have brought himself back to a more dangerous location.
Yep, he would have gone from back to under.
Yeah.
Prepositions.
Philippines right now. Oh, Chifu, I thought he actually got the last hit there onto the gold trap.
Needles go faster than the hook.
The needles was a little bit faster than the hook there. Big sequence here for Colombia. They might go for the Quintiano. No, Biscuity doesn't commit it. Even the primary guard was there.
What?
Oh! Gonna stop him!
That's a unique interaction there. You could have sworn he put down on the hook, but not this mermaid. And in comes Saison, hitting Marigal with a wild charge, and that's one jungler down. One member from Team Colombia as Team Philippines calls for it. Yeah, we're gonna break him down here. We're gonna go ahead and commit 5 members trying to go ahead and crack down on this tier 1 turret, forcing out a flicker from Chifu, and they're not done. There's another realm committed. Coming in with the bravest fighter. Here comes Leonel Nazaret and gets knocked up one more time. There's a wild charge!
And here comes the Philippines with a turnaround. Zeno low and Chifu with a block on the Astral Recall. It looked like because of that cool interaction with the Franco, but wait, hold that thought to Rizla.
Still going.
Still going, Canon.
Canon Onigo, the connection. You were saying?
As I was saying, it seemed like at that moment Colombia saw that interaction between the Kanita and the Franco and just went, okay, that's what? Oh, what? The rest of the Philippines?
That's right. Yeah. I would not put it beyond them because, again, it's one of the first few times I've actually seen that. And it can happen, folks. Apparently. I guess they just used the skill at the very perfect moment for the animation to still trigger. And no, fight continues. Zeno's very low, but not low enough to go down. He walks away with his life.
And as Colombia gets pushed back, the Philippines will be going for the turret down bottom. This Melissa has had a tremendous game so far.
And there's a hook. And you have to call it, man.
Caster's Curse.
It's real.
It's true. And Requetiano gets taken out. Hell of a hook there by Chifu. And that is a little bit of reprieve here for Colombia. A little bit of breathing room, knowing that, okay, we finally got a shutdown onto this Melissa. A little bit too easy has been the life of Requetiano. So now what can they get out of it? Again, this is what hurts about a lineup that doesn't have that basic attack damage that you want. This is them with a lot of spells, a lot of abilities, a lot of AoE that just need to layer onto each other perfectly for it to work. Well, for the Philippines, they really just need to protect their Melissa.
Yep.
If ever they can survive Eto de Nazareth coming in, that's it for Requetiano.
It's the Melissa that's actually keeping things in check for Team Philippines. It's the thread that binds them, all puns intended. It's because it's the only one that's really what you call a right-click hero. Everyone else needs to fit with the full combo, right? You got a penalty zone, you got the perfect Astral Recall, Astral Meteor. Speaking of, you have the full combo from Saison and Unigo. So yeah, when all of those fail, it's Requetiano who's actually holding down the fort. And up top, there's a lot of action going on, and they're gonna get done. Oh! 2K for Requetiano.
We were just talking about it. The Caster's Curse still strong. This time around, Philippines is the one on the positive note of it, being able to take down 2 on the side of Colombia. It's dire news for Colombia because Philippines can, yes, do exactly this. Just send Canon to the Lord, jockey for position a little bit, and get something elsewhere. Nice minion wave pushing up top. They can sort of position around here, actually in the mid if they want to push it. But the play for the Philippines is, let's focus on the Lord.
Yep, you see here Saison and Requetiano already posting up. And Abyss Cutie and Chifu looking to punish. Penalty zone coming in. 3v1. Can Canon survive? Make it a 4v1 and a hook. And forcing out a flicker from Canon. Astral Echo thrown out. Unigo helping his ally survive. Saison pops the Lord. Took a while. And in comes Requetiano with the Inspire. The full combo. 3 goes down just like that. 2K for the big bad Croc.
Oh, El Loco Unigo does it again. What a local play from the Grok. 2 days in a row now. Make it Saison rather on the Grok with that wild charge.
Man, it all happened so quickly. I barely knew what was going on. Imagine what was going on in the minds of Colombia. They were on the receiving end of this whole situation. Team Philippines now calling on the Lord, marching up top. Oh, look at this, how they've synchronized all the waves. Another Astral Echo thrown out. All members catching wind. Saison with another wild charge, point blank. Serving up a kill to Arcangel.
Seems like Saison's been taking notes from his fellow teammate Unigo. It's like, oh, I saw your performance yesterday. Can I try to emulate that? But this time as a jungler, and he is doing just that. Philippines now knocking at the doorstep of Colombia. They will have enough firepower to hold on here unless the Philippines goes for an unexpected local play to end it right here and right now.
Top lane inhibitor falls. Team Philippines have penetrated Colombia's base. That's permanent damage that Colombia have to deal with constantly. Another Astral Echo forcing out a bravest fighter coming in. Eto de Nazareth just clearing up the waves, making sure that there's less for the rest of Colombia to deal with. But the Philippines are relentless. They're gonna break down mid and then follow up, finally finish down bottom.
Philippines might just be 2-3 steps away from ending this series right here. See how the action unfolds.
Oh, you wanna go nuts? Let's get nuts, says Eto de Nazareth as he flickers on through, going through the wall, forcing a go away from Requitiano, and in comes Canon! Down goes Nazareth, down goes Zeno, another Astro Echo, he's got these for days, and now Chifu's gonna fall, Canon gets 2K, and that's it! It's a wipeout! Team Philippines gets the sweep!